Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I want to welcome our new subscribers and also thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. I have been not well. I contracted the COVID virus while I was away. And the virus itself wasn't bad, but after the after effects, it attaches itself to my neurological functioning. It makes me very tired, very dizzy. And combined with Neptune's direct energy, holy smokes, I've just been kind of in a major fog and, like I said, dizzy. So anyway, thank you for your patience with me. I'm going to do my best to get through today's video. So, as we know, last week the big power players was Mars went retrograde, and Neptune went direct, and then Venus went into Aquarius. So I've integrated the meanings of those into today's energy update as we discuss them and how they're working through the energies this week. We start this week with a opposition between Jupiter retrograde in Gemini and the Sun in Sagittarius. And Gemini energy, with Jupiter there, Jupiter in Gemini is very scattered energy, and the Sun in Sagittarius brings expansion and truth. So this is a lot of mental energy. It's the lower mind, the higher mind. And because Jupiter is retrograde, there could be something from the past that comes in as well, but it's expansion. We could be over-promising and under-delivering. So that was the energy that was prominent yesterday and is continuing today. Be mindful of that you don't make promises that you just can't keep. Now, generally speaking, we're going to have some energy that comes in. The North Node, which is in Aries, is going to sextile Venus in Aquarius. And then shortly thereafter, let's stop and talk about that. So what that means, Venus in Aquarius is very unconventional relationships. It's open-minded, but you have to take a lot of time for yourself and understand who you are really before you can jump into a relationship. And then in order to maintain that relationship, you have to continue your level of authenticity in order for the relationship to continue. So with the North Node sextiling Venus in the sign of Aquarius, it's all about taking time for yourself to find your path. Understanding or having the need to understand who you are and what you want. You matter. You really matter. Then shortly after that, the 9th and the 10th, we are going to have Lilith, which is in the sign of Libra, is going to sextile the Sun in Sagittarius. Then the next day, that same Sun in Sagittarius, while still sextiling Lilith, is going to trine Chiron in Aries. So this is a very interesting wedge. This is air energy working with fire energy to restore balances in relationships by being seen and heard through truth and expansion, your truth and the expansion of your truth. And there could have some codependency underlying words here or some themes associated with that need to be discussed. So just be aware. This is really good energy. As the Sun continues to move forward, this wedge is going to break up, but the opposition between Chiron and Aries and Lilith and Libra is going to continue. So just be mindful of codependency, wanting to assert yourself, Chiron and Aries, be seen, be heard. So like I said, if there's codependency, you're going to want to discuss that. Then on the 12th, we will have Venus in the sign of Aquarius is going to oppose Mars retrograde in Leo. So Mars retrograde is going to be a very interesting session for us this time around. It's going from Leo back into Cancer. And Mars itself is can be very ego-based, aggressive, just really aggressive, not caring about anything else. It's war, it's my way or the highway type themes. And with this new energy that is just barraging right now our planet, we are rewriting our actions our passions, and stepping away from that ego-based push go at all cost, it must be, and more towards heart-centered awareness that breaks down boundaries so people don't have to be so guarded and step into ego. So as we have Venus in Aquarius opposing Mars in Leo, any egoic imbalances, they're going to cause a breakdown in a relationship. And in order to resolve this complexity, it's going to require total transparency, Venus in Aquarius, and authenticity. You're going to have to stand on your own, understand who you are, but make sure you're expressing yourself from the heart, right? Leo is about heart, but we're rewriting Mars energy so it can break down boundaries using heart-centered consciousness, okay? Then on the 13th, Mercury retrograde is going to join this opposition by sextiling Venus and trining Mars. And so that's going to add truth to the expansion. Truth is going to bring expansion into this. Mercury retrograde themes from the past are going to be discussed again, but Mercury in Sagittarius demands expansion, beliefs, but truth and a bigger vision, a bigger understanding, a greater understanding. Now this wedge is going to break up as Venus moves forward, because as we know, Mercury is retrograde and Mars is retrograde. Mercury is going to station direct later this week. So those two planets, so both Mars retrograde and Mercury, are going to be trining each other for a little bit longer. I believe that they perfect again in February, but this trine is going to be with us to help us, okay? Then on the 15th, next Sunday, a week from today, we will experience a full moon in the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which on that day stations to go direct. So this is real powerful energy. At that same time, we are going to have a fire trine. So we are going to have Mercury, which is retrograde, in Sagittarius, going direct that day. Again, very powerful day. That Mars retrograde in Leo and that north node in Aries, all trining each other. It's loose, 4-degree orb, but nonetheless, that energy is working together, and that's the underlying theme of this moon. It's Mars is asking us to, again, reinvent ourselves relative to how we handle passion, how we handle our energy, where our drive is, and stepping away from that ego-centered do all, end all, for all, knee-jerk reactions, doesn't matter who it is, it's a power play kind of thing, and into that heart-centered, boundary-busting ways of motivation. I really like this. Remember that you can gather more bees with honey, right? You can always gather more bees with honey. So when we try to step away and jump into our heart and understand and or transmute the energy, you can also use your heart to transmute aggressive energy so that you can use it to your advantage versus feeling the opposition of that energy, okay? At this time, there are so many planets in mutable signs. I believe there's 6. I don't have my chart handy, but so many. So mutable energy is very changing energy, so we need to calibrate quickly. That's part of my problem right now. There's so much changing energy. As soon as my body begins to acclimate, there's another change, another shift, and it's outer planets, it's inner planets, they're changing signs, and then we've got this massive energy of just this very powerful energy that requires physical, spiritual, and mental calibration. So just be aware of this as the 3D collapses, as we know it's going to. As the 3D collapses, the beauty of it is it's causing turbulence, but it's ushering in 3D opportunities. 5D opportunities. The potential is there, and as the 3D collapses, the 5D is expanding. I know so many people who are experiencing this. If you're not, don't worry. We're all on different timelines. Be patient. Please be patient, because this energy is coming, and you will be, especially with this full moon, we're going to be asked to let go of things. So what's interesting is we have the dwarf planet Altjura, which is Jupiter is, I believe, at 17 degrees, and this full moon is at 23 degrees, and Altjura is at 19, directly in the middle. Dwarf planet Altjura is the Aboriginal, is an Aboriginal god of, an Aboriginal god that asks us to shed old belief systems and social programming. So we're going to be doing that because as the sun in Sagittarius brings truth to light, we're going to be shedding a lot of things. So use this full moon energy to shed those old beliefs that no longer serve you, so that we can let go of any 3D residual things that are occurring, and we can really step into that 5-dimensional energy. Uranus at this time as well is going to quincunx the sun. Very powerful energy. So that brings in authenticity and freedom in an instant. That may be a difficult adjustment. Again, we are doing as best as we can as this truth gets revealed. A lot of energy, a lot of information coming in. This is Mercury, higher mind, lower mind axis. So just step away from social media, put your phone down if you need to acclimate. We are in a phase of recalibration. Okay? Well, that's all I have for you this week. I decided to use the Dragon Oracle deck because, again, we're dealing with a beautiful fire trine later, and also Mars energy. I love this. This card couldn't be more perfect for what we're doing with the Mars retrograde season. What jumped out was the Crystal Yellow Dragon. Let's see what the book has to say. Crystal Yellow Dragons clear space around the crown chakra of animals and humans, and then illuminate the chakra and set it glowing. This enables the angels and source itself to see us. Each of the 1,000 petals of our crown chakra can be extended to connect with a particular star, planet, or universal energy. However, in order for the petals to reach out, the light round them must be pure. So crystal yellow dragons work rather like fairies who blow away the lower frequencies round plants so that they can grow freely. Crystal yellow dragons not only have huge open hearts, but they can also carry 5th-dimensional wisdom codes for the universe and can download them into those of us who are ready. They work with Archangel Jophiel, I think I've said that right, to light up and expand the crown chakras of all of us at 5th-dimensional frequency. They then cooperate with the unicorns to connect the petals into sources of universal wisdom and knowledge. For guidance, let's read on. Receiving this card suggests it's time for you to walk a higher spiritual path. Crystal yellow dragons are swirling round your head, freeing the petals of your crown chakra from lower energies, allowing them to open and illuminate them. These dragons remind you that you are being of the universe. The ultimate is to become a cosmic master, so step into a diamond path. The crystal yellow dragons will ensure you connect with those who are ready for the light you carry. When you meet people, your light will automatically light up the keys and codes of mastery latent within them. The time for this higher service is now. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you know someone who could be helped, co-create with me and share it with them. If you have any comments or suggestions, post them in the comment section below. Send me healing energy. I'm getting a little bit better every day. No headaches for the last 2 days, and I'm hoping by next week I'll be up to speed. Thank you so much for joining me today. May you have a fabulous week of letting go of old beliefs while we continue the expansion that is coming to us as we calibrate with this new energy. Namaste.